Good morning. My name is Daniel Goldstein. I'm representing Development Destroy Brooklyn. I'm also one of your most recent condemnees in the eminent domain. But I haven't gone anywhere. I still live about 2 blocks away from the mess you've created at that intersection. It was interesting in the proclamation and about your tenure here, Chairman. There were comments about some of the signature great programs that have been ushered forward under your tenure and with your staff. And I think the ESDC does do great things around this state. Atlantic Yards isn't one of them, and I think you all probably agree with that. It was not mentioned in the list of the great things that you ushered forward. And you could say that, well, it's Mr. Gargano's project or Ms. Lago's or whoever's, but it's your project as well. And it's very telling that it wasn't mentioned into the record, because it isn't something to be congratulated about. And what's happening here today in the past months, and what the judge had to say as Patty Hagan recited it, is an embarrassment as you represent the people of New York State. And I don't care what the reply briefs from ESDC say, that the judge was wrong in saying that ESDC misled the court and the public. The ESDC misled the court and the public by not handing over key documents discussing the project, which is why we're here today. Had they been handed over, none of us would be here today. And the logic seems to be that a 10-year project, 15-year project, 25-year project, 50-year project, 100-year project, it really does not make a difference. The impacts will be the same, no worse. And that's, there's no logic there. Obviously, 25 years of construction, and it's likely to be more, is an enormous difference that should be studied. We haven't seen your study to really be able to comment on how you say there's no difference, so there's really not a lot of substance we can give to that. I'm not sure if it was mentioned that there is a court hearing next week on a stay that is being sought by the petitioners. And in the papers from ESDC, there's an affidavit from Mr. Davidson, about how harmful an injunction on the project would be right now, harmful to the public and the community and the state and so forth. And I think we have to take what he says with a grain of salt, because he's also, at the same time, in China, seeking money from Chinese citizens through the EB-5 program to the tune of $250 million, and telling people in China that Atlantic Yards is the largest job-creating project in New York City in the last 20 years. It's just not true. It was never true, and it's certainly not true now, as there are very few jobs being created at that site. And I think the board and staff needs to, I don't know how aware you are of this effort that Forest City Ratner and the New York City Regional Center is taking to raise $250 million through this program. But basically what that program is to raise money that without that money, these jobs would not be created. And they're being told in China that this money is being raised to help build this arena and create those jobs. Well, if that's true, then is the project in peril? Is Forest City Ratner short $250 million for the arena or the rail yard or whatever? That's a serious question that speaks to what's before you today. Is there the money there to build this project, the arena or the rest of it? In China, they're being told there isn't. That's why we need to utilize the CB5 program. Here, we're being told everything's fine. It's a 10-year project, but we'll comply with the court order. That's about it. These were, there are numerous questions I'd like to ask, but that's not what this forum is, so they're rhetorical questions. But, the real question is, in those making this decision today and those who did the technical memo, does it stand to reason that 25 years is the same as 10 years? Thank you.